when I am asked to explain what or who a father should be, I completely freeze. I never found the words. Because I was scared that my definition of a father would oppose the definitions of many others. I don't even know how to start this. And this is completely anonymous, right? Okay. Everyone I ever called father hurt me, broke me up, completely destroyed me. My dad, the reverends. Can I take a break? When I was 13, I was taken to a seminary school. I thought it was going to be my salvation. Like finally, the pain would end. And I would somehow manage to live a normal life. You know, like other kids. I thought I was finally in a place where God would keep me safe from my father. As a seminarian, I was one of the boys that attended to the rector. I excelled in my studies and was even an altar boy. All I know as a young boy was that I was not in the house of God. We had an intercom in our dormitories that was connected to the rector's chambers. The other seminaries often refer to it as the call to glory. But I dreaded that phone ringing. Each time it rang, I prayed my name won't be mentioned. He would say to me, "Come and receive your blessings." The voice of the rector still haunts me till date. It was like he got pleasure from how much I feared and hated him. The first time he sodomized me, I was in shock. Because I thought I would finally be safe from my father, being so far away from him. So, I was shocked. Not because I didn't know things like this happened, but he, not my father, the rector, would keep saying, "Receive it." And I was supposed to respond with an amen each time, or he would hit my head with this cane that also served as his walking stick. He said it was a blessing to have his seeds spilled in me, that now I do God's work. I didn't sleep that night. I cried all through. I remember saying to God, "If you exist and all they say about you is true, save me, but I'm never going to come looking for you. After that night, I died inside me. The abuse continued for 2 more years. Then the rector died of cancer of the bone marrow. I couldn't remember feeling anything about his death. When my father died 10 years later, after the rector, that was the first time I cried and spoke to God. All I remember feeling was anger, because I felt God was unfair. So I've taken these men away while leaving me to deal with the mess they turned me into. I couldn't have a normal relationship or affection towards anyone. All the women that had any romantic relationship with me, I messed them up. Because I was so angry and disgusted with myself that I took out on them. Sex was never for pleasure. It was to quiet the noise in my head. For some minutes, I was distracted from whatever I really felt. So it became a drug. I always wanted to have sex. Anything outside sex, I couldn't relate with. I didn't want anything else from my partners except sex, and I was willing to do anything to have it. I also blamed my mother for dying when I was 5 and leaving me with a beast that took away my innocence and had the guts to die. No one came to save me. Not my mother, not God, nobody. From 7 to 13, my dad sodomized me, and no one could save me. So why did you give them a easy way out? That was the question I had for God when I got a text from my uncle about my father's death. I was on the ground for 2 days without food or water. All I did was a circle of crying myself to sleep. The morning of the 3rd day, I heard a gentle voice. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Then I woke up. Everything was quiet. For the first time, I felt peace. It was like the volume of my mind got turned off. I cried, but this time, all the pain I had locked away in my mind flowed through my tears. After that, I fell asleep once more and woke up completely exhausted. I drank 2 bottles of water at once, took a bath, ate, and slept. I repeated the process throughout the week, but I felt peace. I called a friend and told her about my father's death. She was surprised to learn I had a father all this while, because everyone assumed my father was dead. She came over and I told her everything that happened to me. We cried. She took me to a pastor who prayed for me and led me to Christ. It was hard opening up to him, but it was like his only assignment on earth was to help me heal. He would pray, follow up on my counseling and therapy. With his guidance, I let Jesus in and my healing started. I'm still healing, but I've come a long way. I'm in a relationship with a blessed woman now, and she has been a blessing to me, and I thank God every time I make her smile. Jesus heals, and God is not dead.